smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Coming this way, here we go.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Second and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On 3rd and short, Drake. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. On 1st down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Push him back.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Bernard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Check, General West. Check.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Jim.
They'll start the drive with Drake. A loss of 2 there, second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta. Go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Bernard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the pass.
Hey, exit.
Check, 59.
Five.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run with Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mike, check, 59.
Watch twist.
2nd and 10. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Bernard. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Check 9, check 9.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He goes underneath the Drake. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Right. Mike's 56. 9, sweetheart.
Throwing now is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Murray with a 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
You ready?
Check, 59.
Hey, wahoo!
Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Bernard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, team six, team six.
Check, 59. Blue down. Mike 50.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that takes us from second to third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going,
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A give running right, Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Right back to Drake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. Now Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 56. Bring it. Bring it.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Evans in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on third and long. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and 12.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Championships, baby.
Hey, echo.
Mike, check. 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Now.
Here we go on second and 12. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Complete to Paul Richardson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Switch. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You ain't got nothing. 56. Mike, 50.
Murray now on 1st down. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, that's complete to Butler. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, Butler was the 2nd of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top-end speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Henry, 56. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Running, it's Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Drake. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Mike 48. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, alert 48.
They'll drop the throw. Complete. Richardson has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
In your face.
Mike, check.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Bernard. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's our field. It's our field. Hit it.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 91 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey. 59's Mike, check. Hey, Delta. All day, just like that. Check.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Three down.
Now a carry for Bernard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. 20, 10. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And my, how the tables have turned after that play. And you know what? You think back to 1978. Little history lesson here. Take us through it, Charles. You remember that.
I remember it well. Trying to run out the clock. The Giants, Joe Pisarcik, trying to hand off to Larry Zonka. The ball goes on the ground, and Herm Edwards picks it up. What do we call that?
Look it up, kids. The miracle at the Meadowlands. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Check 59. Oh, you got deep? Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
Bravo.
Know your job.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey.
Right. Let's go.
Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the screen. Pass. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Got you.
Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
59, 59.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hey, orbit. Defense.
They'll look to throw.
6-man.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
So how about that comeback that we